Okay, hello and welcome back to another episode of my Road to Glory here with Williams. Today you join me for the second race of the season in Imola. I do really enjoy driving around here. Very, very fun track to drive. Not necessarily for qualifying as such, but for just chucking a couple of laps in, you know. It is pretty enjoyable. Very flowy. But without further ado, we're just going to get into it, go straight to qualifying, and hopefully do decent. I have a couple of issues qualifying around here, certain parts of the track where I just seem to lose time quite a lot. Those last couple of corners and the first couple as well, you can lose quite a few seconds from just, or quite a few tenths from just, you know, taking it slightly wrong. But we managed to get the end couple of corners pretty well. And as it stands, we're going to be starting in P17. So our best qualifying for Williams yet.
Hello there and welcome back to Imola, home circuit of the Scuderia Ferrari. We expect to see a lot of local supporters in red today. They've all turned out for what we have every expectation of being a sensational event here at the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. A lap of Imola, anti-clockwise of course, unlike most of the Formula One circuits, will take our drivers around 3.1 miles of track. 19 turns, 9 right-handers and 10 left. Drivers will need to be precise at the hairpin at turn 7, given the subsequent uphill section. Without a good exit from that corner, they'll lose a lot of time on that stretch. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box. And it's fantastic to have you with us here today, but I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
But from the moment qualifying's over, you start to feel the adrenaline in your body build up and the buzz in your stomach as you anticipate the run down into turn 1. It's all a bit like going into battle, and the unknown situation makes you nervous. Those pre-race nerves are a good thing. The day you don't have them means that you don't care anymore. And of course you have to make sure that all the procedures are second nature to you so that they're not taking up too much of your capacity.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. An immense lap from Fernando Alonso yesterday puts him on pole position, edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Perez, Bottas, Max Verstappen and Sainz, Hamilton, Leclerc, Gasly and Esteban Ocon, Tsunoda, Aitken, George Russell and Stroll, Joe, Giovinazzi, Reed and Nikita Mazepin, Mick Schumacher and Nicholas Latifi. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
Alright, here we go then. Pretty good qualifying, I'm pretty happy with that. Starting pretty high up for the car that we have. I mean, I say high up, there's 3 people behind us, but that's 3 people more, or 2 people more than there was last race, so that's improvements. And we do have a lot of upgrades coming for Azerbaijan, because there's quite a big gap between Imola and Azerbaijan, so I've removed Monaco because I just did not enjoy driving that track one bit. It made me want to cry every single time my car touched that track. So we've removed that. So there's quite a long gap now between here and Azerbaijan, and we have quite a lot of upgrades coming in. But without further ado, anyways, 2-5, red lights. We are underway for the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. We get a pretty decent start. Mazepin in the Alfa Romeo to our right. Sorry, Giovinazzi to our right. Mazepin's behind us. We have a look into turn 1. We have a little dive down the inside. We go past Giovinazzi. Joe has a little bit of contact there with Stroll. Russell almost hits into Stroll. Giovinazzi on our right, we managed to get past him. Joe ahead of us then, Russell in that Aston, Stroll ahead of him. Great overtaking opportunity here into turn 7 around the outside. Yellow flag, we pass Joe, we pass Russell. Stroll ahead of us. Leclerc's out, apparently that was illegal. I don't really know. Leclerc is out, safety car has been deployed. I'm not too sure what's gone on there, I haven't been able to find the replay from it. But on lap 3, safety car's coming in. No one's pitted except from Giovinazzi, I think. We get a all right start, you know. Everyone's on the same compound, so There's not really like a big difference in, you know, big leaps into out of the start, but we're doing decent. We haven't lost any positions from it. Down into turn 17 and 18, we go past Russell in that Aston, up into P12. Stroll ahead of us now. I did not make it look easy. I nearly lost it. Anyways, lap 6, we're into turn 2 behind Stroll. Stroll goes wide into turn 3. We go around the outside, and into turn 4 we have the inside line and we're past him. Tsunoda ahead of us now, up into P11. Gasly and Aitken fighting ahead of us, round into turn 7. We go round the outside of Tsunoda, managing to get past. Aitken ahead of us now. Anyways, Zhou has seemed to lose his car, whether that be an engine issue or not, and he is out of the session. Lap 6 behind Aitken. Down into turn 17, we go past for a dive on the inside, managed to get past him up into P9. A little drift at the ends there, very nicely done. And Gasly pulls into the pits, and so does Aitken. So everyone else's strategy is starting to play its hands. Lap 8 then, through the final couple of corners, we're pitting this lap now then, onto our set of mediums, so is Hamilton and Verstappen. Just trying to make sure that we get past down into the right speed. Don't want to grab a 5-second penalty for that, because that is not good whatsoever. A lot of people coming into pit then. I think probably only about 2 people have stayed out. There's an Aston and 2 Alphas. They've both stayed out, but other than that, everyone else has made their stop by now. Except for maybe the front runners. The front runners probably haven't. But they're so far ahead that when they do,
look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
It won't matter one bit. Alright, lap 10 then. Mazepin's in. Stroll is in. Russell is right behind us. Stroll comes out. Russell is right on our tail, right on our rear right, sorry. Into turn 2 and 3 though, we managed to keep the lead. He hasn't even managed to get alongside us just yet. Pretty good defence from us, just pushing him along that track. Not pushing him off, you know, completely fine, completely legal moves. And on lap 11, Russell has gone for a gap that doesn't exist and rammed into our car, lost his front wing. He pulls ahead of us. Safety car's deployed from him, I'm assuming. He gives a little love tap in the back.
Okay, slow down,
and he's got on a 5-second penalty for that.
Which means you are too fast.
The game seems to think it's his fault, and I'm taking it that way, so damn.
Okay, slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you are
Jeff,
too fast. Reduce your pace.
Shut up. Anyways, I've decided to take a very, very risky strategy. Russell's pitting for a wing change and a 5-second penalty. I'm going to pit for a set of softs. This could be the dumbest decision I have made in my life. And I took a music GCSE. So, there's not much dumber than that. We're going to pull in, we're going to stop for our set of softs, and hopefully, what it seems is we'll be coming out P14, which is 4 places from when we pitted. So we are P14, so we're 4 places behind, but we're on that soft compound and there's going to be a safety car restart. As long as I can catch up, we are all A-OK. If we can catch up to the field before the safety car restart, we're going to hopefully manage to get up to P10 and even higher, maybe like P9, P8, even P7 is out there. Anyways, lap 13, 3 racing laps. We are behind Latifi in P14, behind both Hasses. And if we can go well, preparing to resume racing now, full throttle down into turn 1 across the line. Hopefully we can get past Latifi before turn 1 and turn 2. There's turn 1, which is one of those weird ones. Turn 2, ahead of us, we've managed to get past. Schumacher ahead. We have a look on the inside, but it's not going to be smart. Tsunoda blue flags, also causing a yellow flag, but that's fine because we didn't lose any time. Right behind Schumacher, up to turn 6, through, down to turn 7. We go around the outside into turn 7 and we managed to make it past. Mazepin ahead of us now then. We are past Schumacher, up into P12. Mazepin up in P11. Down into the turns 11, 12 and 13. Right behind Mazepin, the chicane of 14 and 15 ahead. Hopefully we can manage to go for a dive past him. We go for the dive, we make it past. We can brake way later and accelerate way earlier, all due to this set of tyres. We're behind Stroll then, down into turn 17. We have a look down the inside, making it past. pushing our way through the pack up into P10. We haven't now lost a position, so even if we gain no more positions, we have still managed to successfully do that. And someone's gone off. Giovinazzi has sent himself off. We've managed to get past. I don't know what's happened. Giovinazzi's spun himself around or rammed himself into a wall. We've managed to get past with no issues. Ocon ahead of us then. Everyone has been bunched up. Giovinazzi out into turn 7. We're right on the outside of Ocon. We go around the outside. Sainz ahead of us then. But we've managed to get around the outside up into P8. We've gained 2 positions, down 1 sector. So hopefully we can keep this energy going. We have a look for the inside of turn 9. Can't make it happen, but down into 11, 12 and 13. There's a yellow flag. I don't know what's gone on, but that's Norris that's off the track. We'll have a look at the replay for that. Norris has gone up 13, or up 12, sorry, spun it at 13, and just took it off the track. He's not out, but
Okay, clear.
he's given us that position. We're right behind Sainz now, out of turn 15, and we have managed to get up into P7. Sainz ahead, we can possibly even get past him here. Down into 17, we've managed to get past. We're behind Bottas with 1 lap remaining, and as it stands, this strategy
2 laps of fuel remaining.
has played off so much better than I could have hoped. We haven't lost any time on Bottas. These soft tyres have really proven their worth. I mean, we're setting a green sector 1, right, and we're behind, we're in traffic, and it's completely fine, we're still setting green sector 1s. Behind Bottas, down through turn 16, just across here. We're going for a dive into 17 for the final move of the race, and we are past him. However, we might not be done. Perez just ahead of us. We have the launch out of 18. ERS, DRS. We have a look down the inside, tap the wall. We can't make it past, but oh my god.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Ferme.
P5. P5 from P17 because of a strategy call that played off so well. Oh
It's a
my
performance that our
god.
Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix winners can be justifiably proud of, and I'm sure there'll be celebrations tonight. Anthony, tell me, what was it that helped them achieve this success?
Well, this was a real team victory. They put together a solid strategy today that appeared well suited to the conditions out on track. The driver did everything that was expected of them in the moment to really execute the team's plan to perfection, a shining example of how F1 really is a team sport.
Our winning drivers are on their way to the podium right now. It's been a fantastic race for McLaren, that's for sure, and no doubt they'll be celebrating tonight.
Holy, I've made some pretty smart strategy calls in my life, but that has to be the highlight. And Fernando Alonso wins the race, increases his championship lead. My man's looking to become a 3rd-time world champion, this time with McLaren, which would be insane. His teammate who was behind him in the last race got no points. Obviously our teammate got no points. Zhou unfortunately had a bit of a technical issue and died. But that's fine. Just quickly, a couple of people have asked. My team hasn't been going on at the moment because, I can't lie, it's really stressful to do these episodes. You know, it's like 40 minutes of racing, all of the setup, all of that sort of stuff. It takes a really long time, but I still have to upload it at the same time every day. So, you know, it's very stressful getting them out. So, I've saved them for now. I mean, it's possible that I will do them again. Maybe I might make them, 25% races instead of 50%, so I can have, a bit more free time. Because these episodes are really fun to make. Because, it's 25% racing. It's, look, what was that? 23 minutes. I can do that, every day when I get home from school. But I can't do, like, a whole 2 hours of recording and stuff. But we'll see. Anyways, thank you for watching this one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like and subscribe. It always helps.